So hello YouTube. I've just got down with watching the first episode of Cyberpunk Edgerunners. The full reaction is available on my Patreon. It's a €5 tier, like €5 a month to watch full reactions. It's uncut, it's uncensored, it's everything. Like you can see it's a picture-in-picture style. No chrono, no need to use your own version of the show because it's easier for me to then pause and give my thoughts while I'm watching it, which I did a few times while watching, I guess, but it was mostly commentary about like what I recognize from the game, the video game and stuff. But anyway, so like I've just gone down watching the first episode in dub. I'm watching it dubbed like because it's based on a game that was released mostly in English. I mean, it was like mostly released for English speaking people. Like a lot of technical terms were invented specifically for English, uh, which is not something I will do for every show. Like when I watch anime stuff, I will watch in Japanese subbed, but here I decided to watch it in dub just because it's for a show. So I had heard about the show before. I had like heard a lot about it because people can't shut up about how much they love it. Like how much like my friends, some other content creators, a lot of people were constantly praising it. So I watched the first episode so far. Like I will watch the second episode, not necessarily right after the news review. Possibly like maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Because I have other shows that I plan to watch also at the same time. Um, so I did like the style. Uh, I can't quite place where I've seen that style. Like I know I've seen like it's Studio Trigger. I know I've heard the name before. Actually, you know what? Let me check. I still have my page for the show opened. Hang on. Uh, Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to check. Yeah. Studio Trigger. What did I do? Kill la Kill. Okay, yeah. I mean, sorry. I have not seen Kill la Kill, but I have seen screenshots of it, and yeah. Oh, wait. There's the one who made When Supernatural Battles Became Commonplace? I haven't seen this shit in years. It's like a small, like a really small series, 12 episodes, like only one season, but it's like actually quite uh, entertaining in my opinion. I mean, it's a bit cliche in some point, but it's what it. I mean, it's done on purpose. I didn't realize it was the same. Little Witch Academia, I haven't watched it, but I've heard about it. Darling in the Franxx, same. BNA, I have heard. Oh, wait, Delicious in Dungeon. Really? That was Trigger. Okay, well, I haven't watched the full show of Delicious in Dungeon. I don't remember how many episodes I've watched. Maybe 8 or something like that. 7, 8, or 9. I don't know. A new panty and stocking with Gunner Bell. But it's a new one, so I don't know. Original net animation, so Cyberpunk Edgerunners is something like that. Apparently, they've announced. I mean, they are working on a second one, which I was not aware of, and they've done some other stuff, games mostly, and promotional videos. Okay, yeah. So that was like the style of Kill la Kill, basically. That's why it felt so. It felt like something I had already seen, not at least seen pictures of. Um, so it did. It definitely felt like something made to be watching English because of all the technical terms, or like not necessarily technical, but the slang, the stuff like that. I was not expecting it to be so uncensored. I guess is a word. Is a word. I mean, the game itself is already like quite open about a lot of stuff. I wasn't expecting the show to be like that. To be honest, because so I said it at the start of my reaction. The only things I had heard about the show uh, were the names of characters, Rebecca and David, which I know now is our main boy. I do know I have been spoiled on the fact that there's something sad, apparently, that will happen regarding David, and possibly like something to do with the moon. Like I've seen a GIF of characters on the moon. I don't remember if David was one of the two characters. I don't remember. Like I just remember someone. I mean, two people sitting on the moon, watching our planet, and the song "I Really Want to Stay at Your House" being mentioned. So I've been spoiled on that. I didn't really have a choice because people just don't shut up about it and love to spoil all the time. But other than that, I've managed to stay mostly out of it. I did know from the show's description that it is about someone becoming an Edgerunner, so I guess it's David. Which Edgerunners are a bit like what V is in the game. I immediately recognized some places like Corpo Plaza, the garden near Corpo Plaza, and stuff like that. I do like. I'm still trying to remember. So the cyber psycho you see at the beginning is called James Norris, and that name seems familiar, but I can't place it. Like, do we hear about James Norris in the main game? Let me check the list of cyber psychos in a main game. Cyberpunk 2077 Cyber Psycho. So it was James Norris, but okay, it doesn't even give me the names. Hmm. Like I don't know, it feels familiar. No, okay, no, I won't look it up more because I feel like I might go into spoiler territory. But yeah, like I wasn't expecting the show also to start straight up with a BD being watched. But yeah, like it definitely brought back the feels from the game. It definitely like captured already straight from the first episode kind of the environment, uh, all that is all that there is around it. So it was nice to see, I guess. But yeah, what do I have to say? I haven't seen the intro yet because it didn't play the opening or intro or anything uh, during the first episode, not even at the end, unless the song at the end was the one from the opening, but I don't know. I wouldn't know, so I can't judge that yet. I'll see on the second episode when I watch it. Um, what else? What else? I don't have anything else to say actually. Like, I mean, from what I've read, when I was looking up, deciding between watching it dubbed or subbed, it specified that the show basically helped a lot with the game becoming popular because, like there was a botch launch for the game, but apparently with the show, it helped a lot. It helped basically the game studio a lot with working on a game. But I definitely see why one of my friends said to wait after I play the game, because like I immediately saw like the first frame of the show, and I was immediately like, oh, it's Corpo Plaza. I know that place. I know like that environment. I know what kind of people you can find here. I know, I've been through this place in the game quite a lot actually, because like on my second save that I haven't played on stream, I've done a few things around Corpo Plaza, spent some time looking around the place and stuff. So yeah, definitely a good start. Um, I was debating while watching it whether or not I should switch out to subbed for the second episode. I don't think I will. I think I'll stay on dubbed. Um, like we'll see how it goes, but I think I will stay on dubbed to watch it. Feels a bit better. I don't know. Feels more natural somehow, despite me usually not watching dubbed stuff. I mean, I've watched a few dubbed stuff in the past, which some of them were quite good, and I realized like some of the stuff that I've watched first subbed and then dubbed, I didn't like the dub. When I watched first dubbed and then subbed, I liked the dub, even though like most of the times it was the same voice actors, because the shows that I've watched at first, like the first anime that I've watched, were mostly made around the same era, so they had the same like kind of usual cast of voice actors. Um, I haven't checked actually who voices anyone in this. I'm pretty sure it said it at the end here. And let me check the credits. Hang on. Hang on. Because like Netflix does this thing where it gives you like the list of dubbing, but I don't know if the list of dubbing is for English is after the show already, or like I mean like in the end credits of the first episode. Nope. Uh, okay, no, that's not the cast here. Cast: David, Zach Aguilar. Gloria was voiced by someone called Gloria. Borge Etienne. Let me check them out. You know what? I think Zach Aguilar, I've seen his name pop up in a few games that I've played in the past. Possibly. Oh, he's the voice of. Hang on. Beyond the voice actors, which is my go-to for any voice acting related search. Okay, he's the voice of Tanjiro. But I haven't watched Demon Slayer. I've watched the first two episodes a long time ago. I should probably watch it because like I really love the style. I just didn't like. I don't know what. I don't know. I just stopped watching it. I should probably put it on my list of things to watch. Um, has he watched anyone else that I know? I mean, Arthur in 70 Scenes, but that doesn't help me because I only watched the first two seasons. I think I watched the first episode of the third season. First episode of the third season, and that's it. Tales of Arise. Oh yeah, again, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I definitely like heard him in some games, and I looked him up. Look at Travers. That's why it felt familiar. But he's a bit older since. I mean, he was a bit older since Scarlet Nexus, but he's the voice of Luca in Scarlet Nexus. That's why he felt so familiar. Yeah, so like definitely, yeah, and the voice of Ether from Genshin and Mooncarver, which is really impressive, really. The voice of Genos from One Punch Man. Yes, I pronounce it Genos. I don't know if some people pronounce it Genos. I said Genos. Yeah, basically he's done like some work. Gloria Garayua. Uh, Gloria Garayua. So she's mostly an actress. Like not voice acting is not her main gig. It felt like it. It felt like the mom was not voiced by someone who usually does voice acting, but someone definitely who has been around like like the whole acting thing at least. Yeah, she's voiced. I mean, she's played in a few things in the past. Yeah, literally didn't voice act in many things. Who was the Reaper Doc? I said Borges Etienne, which like he felt really French. That's why I said it. I say it in French. He only voiced. Huh, really? Why did he feel familiar? Or at least his name feels familiar. Okay, so he's mostly an actor. Uh, nope, nothing that I know about. I don't know his name. I've heard his name before, unless it's my brain working really again. And for the school bully, I guess Katsuo, Alex Lee, who apparently has an extensive voice acting. Oh, he's voiced also in Demon Slayer Zenitsu, which I've heard about because I didn't reach a part of the show where he is. He's Daredevil in Marvel Rivals, Batman in DC Heroes United. Hmm. Did I hear him in anything I've played? That's the question. Or anything I've watched, but I doubt it. Oh, Lero is. Oh, I haven't watched. Like I've only watched the Word of God in Japanese. So yeah, Mashal. I've heard about it. I should maybe put it on my list as well. What was the other one? Demon Slayer. I need to think about it. Like if I'm not thinking about it, I will forget. Absolutely. Um, you know what? I'm just gonna wait until someone like offers, I mean, suggests rather it. That way, I have a written like thing that reminds me that I want to watch it. Wait, is the voice of Nightmare Yon in FNAF Ultimate Custom Night? That's okay. I mean, I guess that's one thing to have in your, you know what. But anyway, yeah, the cast didn't feel weird. I'm still waiting, of course, to see the other characters regarding like the voice acting and such. But so far, like, I so far I feel like it goes well. You know, it's just that sometimes it feels weird, and then suddenly like it feels right for some characters. Additional casts I didn't check. Bill Butts, sorry for that name. Dorothy Elias Fan, James Marnocha, John Allen, Josh Petersdorf, Lauren Landa, Paul St. Peter, Spike Spencer, and Wendy Lee. What do you mean, Wendy Lee? I didn't hear her voice. Or. Wait, what? Or is it like. Does she voice a character that appears later on in the show? But the fuck do you mean, Wendy Lee? I would have known if I had heard Wendy Lee. Like I would have immediately gone, wait, that's Wendy Lee. I know, like I know her voice. Unless she is, hang on, wait, no, she wouldn't be. Let me check. I still have the episode on my screen. Let me check one thing. Like once again. Wait, yeah, okay. I didn't realize it at first because I wasn't completely paying attention to the scene itself or what she was saying, but she was a teacher hologram. Like I can hear like she's doing a lower voice that I'm used to. Than I'm used to. I'm used to her doing like a more high pitched voice than that. When she plays like Miyu Iruma in Danganronpa V3. Uh, I mean, I guess I can as well in Danganronpa 2 and Blanc in Neptunia, in anything Neptunia related. She does like a much a more high pitch voice. But I can hear at the end of the sentences, you can hear like the shift in her voice that she has. Like she has a certain way to pronounce things, which I don't know. It's like in my mind when I imagine her voice, it's like a kind of wavy thing. Um, but yeah, no, I didn't realize it at first. It did seem familiar, but I didn't realize at first that it was Wendy Lee. Anyway, I think I've spent enough time ranting about voice actors. Sorry, I'm a huge voice actor nerd. Like, if you haven't watched any of my stream VODs, whenever I play a game, I tend to like focus a lot on the voice acting. Um, and especially when I recognize a voice. Like there are a few games, especially like when I was playing Scarlet Nexus, for example. at every stream, whenever I stumble upon a new character, I would check out uh, who who voice acts them. So yep. But anyway, okay, I just realized something. Did I not? Okay, yep, no. Let me change something real quick, which is, let me restart VC face. I just realized I haven't, because I like, yep, okay, yep. So what happened is basically like I haven't used my new microphone for about a week because my younger brother was here, so I was basically like I had to remove my setup, which I have set on my main room table, and I had to basically like when I played games and stuff like that, I was on my bed, and so I had disconnected my microphone because it's really basically impossible to use. And I just realized now that because I saw the mouth tracking, just realized that it wasn't picking up correctly because it wasn't using the correct microphone. I mean, like it's my style. I'm scuffed like this. My streams are just as scuffed, so I guess we're staying in theme. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Like, can't wait for the second episode. Uh, which, as I said, I'll probably watch it maybe tomorrow. Either tomorrow or later, like if I feel like it. Later today, but it's like 9 p.m. We'll see. In the meantime, I will be watching the first episode of the second season of Free Reign right after doing this video and maybe eating a bit. So yeah, if you want to watch my full reactions, uncut, and see everything, you can go over to my Patreon. The link should be on my YouTube bio or like in the links associated to my YouTube account, at least, and possibly in the description of the video as well. It's so I've set it up so that €3 a month gives you access to polls that I will do in the future. Right now there isn't anything yet, but it does give you access to a VIP section of my Discord server. I mean, it's empty, but who knows? In the future, probably not. Maybe not. Hopefully. And I'm about to make it. It's not up yet. I mean, it's not up yet at the time I'm making this video, but when that video is up, it will be already here. Set up a €5 tier to watch full and cut reaction videos, which I planned at first to be at €8, and then I realized, wait, that might be too much for a small channel. So I might as well start with 5. We'll see how it goes. So anyway, that was it for this video. I guess I'll see you later, either in another video or in a stream. See you.